The latest from COVID and the pandemic here in Indiana. That stay-at-home order takes effect tonight at midnight. We have had 5 new COVID-19 deaths, 107 new cases since yesterday, and we know that right now many of you have so many questions. We want to let you know that Indiana Governor Holcomb will speak publicly once again today, and he will take questions that will be at the Indiana State House at 2:30 this afternoon. We're also told the State Health Commissioner will join the governor as well. And yes, as always, we will stream the coverage for you. You can find it live on our Facebook page and also on the WTHR app. Again, the new numbers today, 106 new positive cases of the coronavirus here in Indiana. As of yesterday, there are a total of 365 people who have tested positive for the virus. And now 12 Hoosiers have died of COVID-19. And now to the latest in Washington. That's where U.S. lawmakers are hopeful that soon we could see a deal, maybe even a final vote today, on that plan to send checks to all of us who are out of work right now. Tracy Potts reports on the negotiations that are now underway.
Negotiating late into the night on nearly $2 trillion to help businesses and workers shut down by the coronavirus.
I think it's very hard to figure out how this bill is going to trickle down to help people like myself.
The Democratic leader.
Democrats blocked it. Concerned nearly a quarter of that money was a corporate slush fund. Now both sides expect a deal today.
There's still a couple of open issues, but I think we're very hopeful that this can be closed out tomorrow.
I'm pleased that our 2 main issues, workers first and a Marshall Plan for hospitals, are very strongly in the bill.
As health experts predict the worst is yet to come.
This week, it's going to get bad.
President Trump now wants to reopen businesses soon.
You can't keep it closed for the next, for years. We have to open our country because that causes problems that, in my opinion, could be far bigger problems.
It's not clear his top scientists agree.
What the president has asked us to do is to assemble all the data and give him our best medical recommendation based on all the data.
Medicine and money dominating Washington as 140 million Americans are told to stay inside. And with all those people staying home from work, officials expect unemployment claims to soar this week. Tracy Potts, NBC News, Washington.
Thank you, Tracy. And of course, when unemployment numbers soar, that impacts Wall Street. Here's a live look at the Dow right now, up 1,600 points this afternoon. Stocks headed into a positive territory so far as investors are hoping that Congress will be close to reaching a deal on that stimulus bill. We'll keep you updated. Now, here in Indiana, a lot of concern at a nursing home that's in Hamilton County. They're hoping to stop the spread of the coronavirus there, and they do not want it in its facility after 6 people there test positive. 3 are staff members. 3 of those testing positive happen to be residents. Heritage Woods is an assisted living facility in Noblesville, and we're told the spread there was first detected last week. That's when a nurse tested positive for COVID-19. Right now, there are 86 residents who live at Heritage Woods. We're told the staff is hard at work to upgrade its infection control and also to increase staff training, all to stop the spread of the virus. And we want to let you know that free COVID-19 testing does continue today at Lilly corporate headquarters. Also starting today, first responders can get a free test too. Lilly started offering the service to Indianapolis healthcare workers who had a doctor's order yesterday, and then last night announced it was expanding the testing to include Indianapolis, first-line responders, people who work in public safety, fire, and ambulance workers. Keep in mind, if you are a first responder, you are to check with your management first for instructions on how to proceed. Don't just show up there and expect a test. Today, the Indiana State Health Department is answering concerns regarding a delay in test results for people who have already gone in to get tested for the COVID-19. For example, 33-year-old Kyrie Abdullah was tested for COVID-19 at Mid-American Labs more than a week ago, and right now he is in the hospital, he's on the ventilator, and he's still waiting for test results. His family is wondering what they should be doing now.
around the clock Saturday. We were just waiting for the results. There's a medication and antiviral that they would like to give him, but you have to have the diagnosis in order to have that. I'm trying really hard not to cry because I'm trying to be strong because I know he's doing the same for me.
So frustrating. So 13 Investigates did reach out to the labs, Mid-American, and also the State Department of Health, and asking why the delay. State health officials responded, releasing this statement saying, the turnaround time for testing specimens can vary depending on who is analyzing the samples. Once samples are received at the State Department of Health, the testing turnaround time typically is 24 hours. Specimens sent to private labs, however, may have longer turnaround times, and we cannot speak to those. Abdullah's family really wants to get answers soon, and as soon as we can figure out what the results are and as they can get their treatment options underway, we'll keep you posted. Again, if you have an option when you go to get tested, ask where your lab results are going to be tested. In business news today, we learned that Southwest Airlines is cutting an additional 1,500 flights daily. That will start this Friday. The CEO telling workers at the airline right now in a dogfight to protect the company and operations. Southwest has about 4,000 daily flights. We certainly know that these are tough times for all of us, and many of you want to reach out and help others. For example, businesses are doing that. Distilleries around the country have switched operations. They're making hand sanitizer. Our partners at the News and Tribune say that the Starlight Distillery that's located in Clark County has already made more than 1,100 gallons of sanitizer. They've taken what they've made and they've given it to police and fire departments. They've provided it to doctors' offices and also to nursing homes. So thanks to the work that they're doing there. Also, we're told the GM plant in Kokomo soon could be making ventilators for hospitals instead of making car parts. The Kokomo Tribune reports the plant now looking at its options. We'll keep you updated. We want to let you know that another way to help out is to support local restaurants and businesses, and that really is the idea behind the Great American Takeout today. Restaurant owners say they're so grateful for your business, saying that when you order food, it also helps them keep paying their workers. During these times, there's so much to cover during the pandemic, so don't forget, we have it all organized for you, all the news and the latest developments online at WTHR.com/coronavirus.